Namaste. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you so much for dropping by this video. I'm going to share a little bit about the mantra Arunachala. Um, First of all, what is Arunachala? Well, it's a mountain in Tamil Nadu, which, according to Hindu theology and a certain Hindu scripture, actually isn't a mountain. According to the scripture, and I forget the name of the scripture, but it's easy enough to look up. Um, Arunachala actually is the form of Shiva, in the form of Shiva as the Jyotir Lingam, the lingam of light. Um, so this is very interesting because in Hindu theology, there are many places that are sacred to a specific god or goddess. For example, I know a place in northern India called Haidakhan, which is very sacred to Shiva. These places are called abodes of a particular god or goddess. However, Arunachala is quite unique in that it's not considered to be an abode of Shiva. It's actually considered to be Shiva itself. And the same scripture that I'm referring to says that anyone who thinks of Arunachala, sees Arunachala, or lives within a certain distance of Arunachala, their liberation is guaranteed. When asked about this, because that's quite an extraordinary claim, right? To think of Arunachala once, and if you're watching this video, you've probably thought of it 10 times in the last minute. But to think of Arunachala once, or to see it once, that would guarantee liberation. It's a very strong claim. And yet Ramana Maharshi, one of the great sages associated with Arunachala, said that it was actually true, that was a statement of truth. Each of us will have to find out for ourselves in our own direct experience the validity of that claim. But I wanted to share about Arunachala as a mantra. According to scripture, saying the word Arunachala once has the spiritual equivalent of saying Om Namah Shivaya 10 million times. Leads me to wonder if Arunachala is quite possibly the most powerful. It's certainly the claims about it, in Hindu, scriptures, there's all sorts of extraordinary claims made about different mantras, but I think this is one of the most intense claims I've ever heard made of a mantra. So I was a little skeptical of this claim, and one night I hit an all-time low in my life, and I just started chanting Arunachala for a good hour, as well as looking at live picture. They have a webcam that does a live stream to Arunachala, and I will put a link to that in the description. For about 2 hours, I just chanted Arunachala, and I looked at this webcam of this mountain, and I have to say, I had one of, if not the most powerful, not so much spiritual awakenings, though that's would be an accurate description, shift of personality. Within 2 hours, I completely emerged from that darkness. And it had been going on for almost a month and a half, and it was hands down the deepest darkness of my life. I didn't think I was going to make it out of it. I completely emerged from that darkness, and not only that, I was inspired and fired up about life. And over the next couple of days, I just had insight after insight after insight about what led me to that, what I needed to do, and so I think it's my all-time favorite mantra, and I've been playing with mantras for almost 30 years. And so I invite you to try it. I invite you to get a mala, and do 3, 4, 5 rounds and see how you feel afterwards. And looking at pictures of it, quite powerful. Don't take my word for it. Find out for yourself. And it's one of my all-time favorite bhajans. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. You know, for me, Arunachala, and Ramana Maharshi spoke of it this way, is it's the aspect of Shiva, or the aspect of God, which is a dispenser of grace. So to tune into Arunachala, to even think of it, is just to ask for grace and mercy. And please do share your own experiences with this mantra, or with gazing at gazing at pictures of Arunachala. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining in. Much love. Namaste.